Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to make this Newton cradle inside Element 3D, and the animation is also done inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so as you can see, this is a very cool looking animation, and this is very smoothly done inside Element 3D, and some magic for the keyframing, and there is also some texture animation going on also, because I'm using some textures on and off over time, so it can shows that when the ball hits the another balls, the energy is transferred from this one to this one, and that goes on to the very end, and it will repeat over time. So that look nice, I guess, and the reflection also do a awesome job here. So as you can see, it look also nice, and I'm also use some trapcode particular for these fiery chunks, and this is not necessary but just for the design, so you can do this also. So let's do this. But before I start, I have to say, if you like my videos, you definitely check my YouTube channel, and there is a bunch of videos for that I made using Element 3D. So many tutorials here, and some free assets for Element 3D, like the tree models, the mountain models, some HDRI packs, and also I did some fully CGI films using Element 3D. So I think you will definitely like this. So if you like this, please subscribe this channel, and thanks for supporting me, and also thanks to stay with me. So let's do this, that is this cradle animation. So for this, we first create a new composition. So go to the composition and create new composition, and the settings look nice, and hit OK. So for this we need a solid, and in this solid we're going to apply element. So name it as element and hit OK. So come here in effects and presets panel, and go to the very end. There is a VIDEOCOPILOT, select the element, and then go to the scene setup. So first we create this pendulum. So for this I create a sphere here, and the segment is set to 6 in default, but we have to increase this to get a nice result. So maybe 14 look nice. And then we create this model, and then we just decrease the ring radius, that is the ring radius, and then we decrease the total scale. So just decrease the scale like this, and also we rotate this to 90 degree, and just we make a ring here in which the other rope is bind. So just decrease the scale here like this, and dip it down inside the sphere. Okay, so that look nice, and you can do another thing, that you can bend this like this. Okay, and make something like this. Okay, and then we create, then we just duplicate this ring. Okay, and then we just rotate this, hold shift to snap the rotation, and then we place it here. Okay, like this, and then we create a cylinder here, and then we increase the height and decrease the radius like this. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then we place it here. This, as you can see, you will get the idea what we are going to create here. Just make a pendulum like structure here. Okay, so that look nice, and you can also scale it down the sphere little bit like this. If you want, then place it here. Okay, so that is the pendulum, and these all models belongs to the pendulum. So we make a folder to separate those like this. So this is our pendulum. Okay, and now we want to rotate this pendulum, and we want the anchor point should be somewhere in the top, because we want the pendulum move like this. Okay, so for this we're going to move the anchor point. So that is the anchor point, so we just move it to the top. So in that way, if we rotate this, you will see that the movement is as similar as the pendulum. Okay, so that look nice. And then we duplicate this multiple times. So this depends on you how much pendulum you want in your scene. So just duplicate this in multiple times. So we duplicate this folder. So select the folder and then press Alt and just duplicate it like this, and make sure that those balls are touch each other like this. So there is a little gap, so we have to fix the gap here. So go to the position and fix it like this, and you can also go to the front view, maybe the right or left view. Okay, so and then you can fine tune it. Okay, like this, and then go to the perspective, and also we duplicate this multiple times. So maybe we again go to the right side, and we can see if it is placed right or not like this, and then we duplicate it again. So duplicate this and again duplicate one more time. Okay, so that enough for the tutorial, and if you want you can do multiple times, even more than 10 or 12 or 13, 14 as you want. And then go to the perspective, and if you see that if we rotate, you can see the movement. Okay, so now we have to rotate those pendulum individually. So for this we have to assign those pendulums in different auxiliary animation channel. So first we place all those pendulums in another separate group, and then we move the group like this here. Okay, and then go to the separate groups. First we right click on this and go to the auxiliary animation and place it to the channel number 1. Okay, and then do the same for the next, but place it channel number 2, and then channel number 3, and then channel number 4, and then channel number 5. Okay, so that is our pendulum, and we done half of our job here, but not complete yet. So then again we create another cylinder here, and that will be our top cylinder like this, and we have to rotate this. So hold shift and rotate, so it will snap, and then increase the height like this, and also decrease the radius. Okay, maybe you can make it little thicker, and then we change the position here and also dip it down like this, and then we also duplicate this. So press Alt and duplicate it like this, and then we change the anchor point for this cylinder. So go to select the cylinder. First we move those structure out of this group. Okay, and then we just select this cylinder, and then go to its anchor point and change the anchor point position like this. Like this, and then we rotate this. Okay, and also we place it here, and then we rotate this maybe 20 degree. Okay, and then we also duplicate this, so press Alt and just rotate this axis, so like this, and make this shape like this. Okay, so that will be our stand, and then we just select this, both of this cylinder, and select this axis button here, and then press Alt and drag this Z axis to make another stand here. Okay, so our structure is created. So maybe we place it here a little bit. So let's see how it look like. Wow, that look nice, I guess. Okay, so now we place it little higher here, like this, and then we create a plane here. So first we create a plane here and place it outside the group. Okay, like this, or maybe in the same group, inside this group, and place it at the bottom. So position, we have to reset the position here, like this, and also increase the scale. Just so maybe scale maybe maximum, that is the 10,000. So scale this up like this. Okay, so that look nice. So now we have to do some texturing, but first, after we texture this thing, the render will be heavy. So first we create one job, that is first we animate this thing, so that will be easier for us. So hit OK. So here we are in After Effects. So first we create a new camera. So create new camera, and 24mm look nice, and now hit OK, and then select the camera, and that look like this. Okay, so first we create the pendulum like animation for this, and which is the very important for this tutorial, because that is the key mechanism for this, and we have to do this very precisely, and that will be going to be a loop animation. So we just have to do it once, and then we just copy and paste for the rest of the time. So let's do the animation. So in order to make the animation, first we go to the group number 1, and then go to the auxiliary channel, and go to the auxiliary channel number 1, and then we go to the rotation. And if you rotate this, you will see that the one pendulum is swing, and that is the control. So first we go to the very beginning and make a keyframe here, and then we make a number here, so that will be the 50. So it will swing 50 degree upwards, and then we select the element layer and then press U. So it will bring this keyframe here, and then maybe we go to 10 frame or so. So you will see the frame number here. So maybe 10 frame, or maybe 12 frame if you want, 12 frame, and then reset this value. So just type 0 here. Okay, so you will see this animation. Okay, and then we leave some frame, and that will represent the energy transfer from these balls to the next ball. So maybe we leave 3 frame here, 3 frame, that will be 1, 2 and 3, and I am pressing page down to scrub through the frames. And after the 3 frame, we select the element layer, and then we go to the channel number 5, because the channel number 5 represent the last ball here. Okay, so like this. So first we make a keyframe here, and then we go to 12 frame or so again. Then we go to the 12 frame, or maybe you can just press U to get the second keyframe here, and just select this keyframe, that timeline, and then press the page down for 12's time to go to the 12 frames. So 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, that is a 12 frame, and then put the number that is the -50, because we want our this pendulum swing this side. Okay, so again we go 12 frame forward, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and then we make this again 0. Okay, so then we leave 3 frame again, because the energy transfer from the balls to another ball. So 1 2 and 3 frame, and then we again make a keyframe to the channel number 1. Okay, and then again we go to the 12 frame, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12, and then we make another keyframe, that is the +50. Okay, so then we press N to end the timeline here. So as you can see, this total animation look like this. Okay, so that is the basic animation, and if you confuse here, I just simplify this. First we select the channel number 1 that represents this ball, and first we make a keyframe that is the +50, so we can swing our pendulum to the right side like this, and then go to the 12th frame, and then we just make this keyframe to 0, so it will again drop to its actual place, and then we leave 3 frame, because that 3 frame represent the energy transfer from these balls, and then we go to the 3 frame, we make a keyframe for this pendulum, and that will be the 0, and then we go to the 12 frame, because if this ball take 12 frames time to swing from the up to the bottom, so that will be the same for this next ball. And so when we go to the 12th frame, we make a keyframe that is the -50, and this swings to the left side, and then again back to the 12th frame, and we make this keyframe 0, so it will go back to its actual position, and then again we go to the 3 frame that will represent the energy transfer timing, and then again go to the 12th frame, and we animate this at the same position as earlier, so it will complete this loop. Okay, so now we smooth the keyframe. So first we select all the keyframes and press F9 to ease those, but for this second keyframe we just reset this and make this easy out like this. Okay, so now we go to the graph editor for this. So first we select this and click on here, that is the graph editor, and we make some adjustment here. So like this, first we make this like this, because we want our ball fall very fast, because it falls like whoosh, like fast, because the gravity pulling it. So like this. So if we change this like this handle, you will see the changes. So if we make like this, you will see that it flows so quickly like this, and if you make this like this, you will see it falls slowly. First we initiate it for speed, but then it goes slowly, but that is so unnatural, because the acceleration every time it increase its velocity, so that will not natural. So that is the natural like this. Okay, and go to the very end, because we just focus on this pendulum right now, so forget about this one, just look at this. So when it go upward, it makes some slow movement like this. Okay, so let's see, just focus on that one. You see the difference? When it falls, it increases its speed, but when it goes up, it gradually decreases its speed. So that is the animation trick for the pendulum swing like this. Okay, so now we focus on the left side pendulum here. So just select this because it represents this pendulum. So first we select this and make some animation. So first let's see. So when it go upward, the animation have to be slow. So like this, and it also do the same for this keyframe as well. So let's see. You can see when it go upward, it gradually decreases its speed because you can see this curve look like this kind of. Okay, that is the S shape curve, and when it go back to its actual position, it increases its speed. Okay, so just like this. Okay, so that is the trick, and that is the main part of this tutorial. So if you just get this, that okay, and if you don't get this, just practice and do the same as I did here. So we all halfway done here. So congratulations for this, and now we go to its texturing part. So that will be very easy. So again, go to the scene setup. So first we make those balls chrome like structure that will be very reflective, so that will look awesome. So go to the presets and go to the physical shader, and this is the chrome like texture. So just apply those to every model here like this. Just drag and drop, and also drag this to those bars, and also those threads also like this. Just drag and drop. Also do the same for those. Not the plane like this. Okay, and for the plane I am using the Pro Shader 2 collection, and there is a metal like textures, and I'm using this one. So first we select the plane and go to its UV mapping size and increase the repeat value to maybe 10 by 10, so that look nice. So one thing I have to do, that just click here OK, and I am using this texture, and I create this by using the JS displacement, and you don't have to create this one because I am putting this in the description link, so you will get this from there. So just first we drag this to our composition here and turn off the eye switch here. So go back to the element layer and assign it to a custom texture map. So just select this texture here, and now go to the scene setup again and select this plane and go to its material setup, and then go to its normal bump map and select the texture that we just assigned, and now hit OK. So in that case you will see some displacement here, and if you increase the displacement, I mean the normal bump amount, you will see it will make the displacement here. So that will look nice. So now select this plane and go to its reflectivity option here and select the reflective mode to mirror surface. Okay, so you can see the reflectivity look awesome when we apply the normal map here. Okay, so maybe go to the material setup again and go to its normal map, and there is an option called convert bump. So just click on that and it will create the bump map more like this. Okay, so now you can decrease the bump amount if you want, maybe leave it to 10 and that's okay. So now we go back to the pendulums, so that is the group folder, and first we select the group folder and go to its reflectivity mode as well, and then we change it to spherical. Okay, so you can see that also reflect each others, so that look nice. And if you want, you can offset the reflectivity center here, so just offset this, make it in the center like this. Or if you want, you can turn on the reflectivity to individuals pendulums like this. So first we go to its this one, this will be the pendulums itself, so just select those and go to its reflectivity, select to spherical, and it will create a more accurate result for the reflectivity. So I recommend you to do this, not just turn on this single folder here. Okay, so you will see it create more accurate result here. Okay, and do the same for the bars also, so just change it to spherical. Okay, do the same for the rest of the bars. Okay, so that look awesome. So now we do some environment here. So for this I'm using the VIDEOCOPILOT backlight environment pack, and I go for the 4K version. So maybe we use this one. Okay, so and also I'm using this texture as our environment texture. So first we create a sphere here, and then we scale up the sphere like this. Maybe we just increase the scale by maybe 1000 or maybe more than 1000, so it can fill up the whole scene like this. And then we go to its material setup and go to the settings tab, and there is an option called drop backface. Okay, so now we apply some texture here. So first we go to its diffuse layer and go to the load texture, and I'm using the same image that I use for the material. So here is the material, and there is a folder called environment, and there is an option called backlight environments, and go to this 4K and select. If you have the backlight environment pack from VIDEOCOPILOT, you will find this folder in your directory. So I select this one and now hit OK, and then you also go to its illumination channel and check this box, that is the use diffuse color. Just check this box and increase the intensity to maybe 100%. Okay, so let's see our actual environment aligned to this image or not. So just select, press shift and click and drag to rotate it, so you will can see the actual reflection, so you will match the position as well. So I also match this like this. Okay, so now that look nice. Okay, so if you uncheck this draft texture, so you will see that look nice for the scene. Okay, so you can see the reflection really good. See, yeah. So now maybe we go to this folder. This is the bar, and we select all those things, and maybe we push it down a little bit to close to the surface. So in that way you will see some reflection of the balls to the surface as well. So that look nice. So now hit OK. So let's see how it look like now. If we make a RAM preview here, So now we create a light for our scene. So go to the new layer, new, and create a light. So maybe create a spotlight and now hit OK. And then we select the camera tool here and let's see where is this side here. And first we select the element and go to utility and select this option here and click there. And now we click on the generate. Well, it will generate this null object here which represent the actual position. So press P after selecting this and just copy the position value and go to the spotlight here and press P again and paste the value. Okay, so like this. And now if we go to the element layer and then go to the render setting, and if we go to the shadow tab and just make the shadow, you will see it will create a nice looking shadow for our scene. So if you change the map size of the shadow and then go to the spotlight, and you can tweak around the settings, but it look nice already. Okay, so now we go to the ambient occlusion tab here and enable this. Okay, so you will see it look nice. So now we change it to ray trace. You can see the difference is so noticeable. If you just leave it to the standard, there is nothing. If you change it to ray trace, it will do a little bit more accurate job here. But if you can see, the balls are touch the ground too much. So we go back to the scene setup again and we make the entire cradle to little up and now hit OK. So that look nice. So now we go to the ambient occlusion option here and go to its advanced option and change the light influence to maybe 400, and also we change the fog influence and leave it as 100, and you can see that look nice. And if we go to the reflection tab here and if we change the reflection map resolution to 512, you will see the reflection look more accurate. And if we change it to high, it also make little difference here. And then go to the output here and just enable the enhance multi-sampling, just enhance it. You will see it will create a nice looking result. But one thing I have to say, that while we design our scene, we not turn this on because it will heavy the render, so it will hard to work with. Okay, so as you can see, the preview is slow, laggy. So for the time being, when we design this, we turn it off. And also we make the map resolution to 128 and leave it as normal. Or maybe we go to the ambient occlusion tab and just disable this for this time being. And now we do our rest of the work, that is the texture. So we not just apply any texture to the ball because we want it on and off over time, so we made a custom texture for this. Okay, so first we create a new solid. So click on there and then go to the layer, new solid. So make this solid like orange color, and if you want your balls glow like blue or green, you can change it here. So just make a yellow orange color here and now hit OK and hit OK and put it underneath every layers. And then we focus on the left side ball here. So first we make a keyframe for the orange layer, its opacity. So press T to bring the opacity option here and make a keyframe here, or don't make a keyframe at the beginning. So first we go to the 12th frame or so. So maybe we make it as third to speed up our render. So first we go to the 12th frame. Okay. So make a keyframe here, and then next frame we I press page down to go to the next frame. Just make it 0. So it will turn on, and after 12 frame it going to turn off. Okay, so now we duplicate this orange layer. So just Ctrl D for duplicate, and first we name it as, rename this 1, and then we rename this second one to 2. Okay, so now we just make a keyframe for the second ball here to be glow. So press T, and first we make the timing for the first one. So press U to bring the keyframe here, extend the time here, so you can see the frame by frame keyframe here. Okay, so in that keyframe it will glow, and the next one it will goes out, but we want this ball to glow for the one frame only. So we just drag this keyframe to there. Okay, so in this way, the first time it 0, and then the very next frame it will glow, and then after next frame it will goes dim again. So in that way we will do for the second ball as well. So duplicate this one more time and drag it to the bottom, and then we press U. Okay, and just drag this. First we select the up one and just drag it to the like this. Okay, so first it will dim, and the very next frame it will glow, and then it will goes black again. Simple. So again duplicate this, drag it to the bottom, and press U. Just select those keyframe and just drag it one frame. Okay, so first it will create, then it will glow the second one, then it will get the third one, and then it will go glow the fourth one, and then we see that this ball is going to move. Okay, so we have to glow this ball up. So again duplicate this one more time and press Q and select all those keyframe, and then we just extend this. So first we duplicate this, delete this, and then we go to the very last frame here, and then also we go back to when it goes hit the ball again. Okay, so now first we make a keyframe here, and the very next frame in 0, make it 0. So create a room here little, and this is look right. Okay, so we do the same for the again, because the animation is going second time as well. So when it hits this ball again, it will glow. So first we select the time when it hits the ball, and this is the fourth ball, that this texture represents this ball. So first we select this texture for this time and make a keyframe here, and then the very next frame just press page down and make it again 100%, and then make it 0. Okay, and again do the same for the texture number 3. So just copy this and press Ctrl C to copy this and select this and paste it here and drag it like this, and again do the same for the texture number 2 for this one. So first we copy this and paste it here, select this and then paste. Okay, like this, and then you will see the last ball is moving. So make a keyframe again for the texture number 1 here, and in that time make it 100% and then go to the very end. Okay, and leave it as it is. So that will create the perfect loop for our scene. So but you can see nothing happened because we just make the keyframe in a particular time. We are not applying this to its exact slot. So now do the rest of the work. So first we select the element layer and go to its custom layers, and then we select the textures in a particular slot. So first we go to the layer number 2 and select the texture number 1, and then select the texture number 2, and then select the texture number 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, so first we identify which ball is which. So first select the scene setup, and first we change any ball texture here like this and hit OK. So we'll identify this one is number 1. Okay, so first we select the scene setup, and press Ctrl and click on this, so it will select this model here, and then we go to its illumination channel and select the orange solid number 1. Okay, and now hit OK. And if we go to its, first we change it to chrome, and then we select this one and now hit OK, and then go to its illumination channel and change it to 100%. Okay, so now if we hit OK, you will see it glows. You can see when it hit, but you can see it is still illuminated, but we don't want this because we want it to be off when it hits the ball. So there is a solution. So if we pre-compose this, so if we Ctrl Shift and C, if we pre-compose this and move all the attributes here, and now if we hit OK, you will see it turn on, and then when it hits the ball it goes off. See, very simple. So one thing we have to do, that we have to pre-compose rest of the layers. So press Ctrl Shift and C to pre-compose all the layers. Now hit OK and pre-compose them. So I show this because I have to show you that what is the difference when we pre-compose this or not. Okay, so now do the same thing for the rest of the ball. So back to the element, go to the scene setup, and select this ball again, and go to its material setup and go to the illumination and choose this one, and now hit OK, and then go to the illumination, change it to 100%. Okay, so again do the same for the next ball, and go to its illumination channel, select this third one, and now hit OK, and then change it to 100%. Select this one again and go to illumination, and then go to the number 4, and then go to intensity to 100%, and then go to this ball, illumination, number 5, intensity to 100%. Now hit OK. So let's see if you can see it will glow and gradually move to the next ball. Wow! If we preview this, you will see that look awesome. Okay, so this is the trick for the scene. So I hope you like this. So now we do the color correction and the glow look more right. So first we go back to its half resolution render, and then we duplicate the element layer. So just Ctrl D to duplicate the element layer, Ctrl D, and then we go to its I accidentally duplicate the element. So now we go to this element layer and go to the output, and instead of showing the composite, we just select the illumination. Okay, and now we go to the scene setup, and this is the illumination element layer. So go to its environment, and we right click on this and clear the environment because we don't want the environment. And also we select the sphere here, that is our environment. So just uncheck this. So in this way we just only have the illumination channels here, and now hit OK, and then we make the blending mode to add like this. Okay, so now we select this layer and go to the effect, and we apply the RGBFX optical glow effect here. Okay, and then we can change the glow settings little bit, and also go to the colorize option and make it to orange like color like this, so it will look nice. Okay, so now we select the element layer and go back to the scene setup again. So you can see the texture, we have to change it a little bit. So first select the plane, and maybe we increase the bump map a little bit, and now if we hit OK, we will see the bump map works nicely. Okay, so that look nice for now. So let's do some color correction. So first we create a new adjustment layer, and then we go to the effects and go to the magic bullet look, and maybe we just apply the film effect. Okay, so you can see that look awesome. So maybe we resolution back to the full. So now we turn on the ambient occlusion switch here. So turn it on like this, and you will see it instantly change the entire look. Okay, so that look awesome. So now we go back to the adjustment layer that holds this film effect and press T, and maybe we decrease its intensity little bit. Okay, and then we go back to the element layer again, and then go to the render setting, and then go to its reflection mode. We change it to maximum, and then we go to the output and enhance the multi-sampling. So we can see that look awesome. So if you want, you can turn on the motion blur switch, so it will look more nice. If we turn on the motion blur for this, just turn it on, you can see a nice looking motion blur. So if you want, you can do camera animation. If you want, you can do this. So that is the trick. And one thing, if we turn on the first, we turn off the motion blur switch because it heavy the render. Just turn this off and go to the camera option here and press AA and turn on the depth of field, and maybe we adjust the focal length. Okay, we getting closer. Okay, so that is the actual position, and then we go back to the full resolution here, and if we zoom in the camera a little bit, you can see it look nice. So maybe we make a final ramp review for our tutorial. So press 0 and wait for minutes. Okay, so this is look like this. See, that look amazing. So this is the sci-fi look of the Newton Cradle, and that look amazing, I guess. So I hope you like this, and if you like this, please do a try, and if you make something like this, please share with me. So this is for today, and I hope you like this, and if you like this video, please go and check my other videos, and please consider to subscribe this channel. So we will see in the next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.